Namaste. I'm gonna try to record this on the back porch, um, but it's windy and the sun is super bright. I hope whoever has come to the channel, namaste to you. I send you warm greetings. I hope you're well. I'm glad you're here. Like I said, I'm just somebody who has come across the path that you've been on, and I hope you are enjoying my energy. I'm just sharing who I am, and I am who I am. Um, what do I want to make a video about today? There's a couple of things. So for one, I was just listening to uno momento, I'm sorry. I was just listening to Lennon Honor. And he is he's getting he's getting his vindication and justice. Sorry, y'all, I just ate. I am who I am. He's getting his vindication on Umar Johnson about the fuck shit Umar Johnson has been on. Anybody who is kind of tapped into that whole saga, his daughter has just come out and exposed him as a deadbeat. And it's just wild that so many people are giving her so much heat and energy about it. This just shows how much men hate women and male identified women hate women. They're asking her why she's doing this and why she's expressing herself, and because she's allowed to. She's allowed to. What? But you still ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's weird because I feel like a lot of these people are the people who were asking Umar where the school was not too long ago. So that's the weird thing. It just shows how much people really hate and despise women, and chief amongst those black women who deserve to have the confidence and really embody who they are and be who they are and be true to themselves and speak their truth. I think you even have enemies of Umar turning against his daughter just because how dare a woman, a female, speak this way against her father. He hasn't been a father. Like I've shared in other videos, I think it was maybe one or two. I said I was attracted to his phenotype, and not really his phenotype because I'd be looking at his head. It'd be looking kind of Frankensteinish sometimes, but he is an attractive man. Like I've seen him in person. I went to an event he had in Cleveland, and he's very tall. He's not, well, I don't know how he is now. He's not as big. Say hi, Garbier. He's not as big as he looks. Like he's not like obese. He's actually really tall and kind of like slim, but I don't know what he's like now, right? But I see Lennon Honor is finally getting his satisfaction because he's been trying to expose Umar for years. There was a time that I believed in what he said, but if you pay attention to what I say when I talk, like I listen to people and I write with people, but if there's a differential, if there's something that I don't agree with, then I pull back. And so I just observe them. All you can do is let somebody be who they are, and who they are will be shown. You know what I'm saying? Especially now in the age of Aquarius and the AOA. And it was just things that, like, when I listened to him, the misogyny that was wrapped up in his language that bothers me. So even now in this AOA, you have a lot of people coming out. Really, the divine feminine has the power and the voice, but you have males coming into this as well. Look at that glorious ass fucking crow. Hi. And I feel like the masculines who are going to benefit in this time and age are the masculines who honor the divine feminine or are connected with the divine feminine, and probably both of those, right? But yeah, like people are like grilling his daughter and giving her stress, and like y'all got a problem because if y'all think Umar is a mess, here comes his daughter, and she's not a mess. She's in her power because she's the divine feminine. This dude was sitting up here talking about coming after chosen ones. Nick, your chosen one is probably your daughter, and more than likely she is, because just in the brief time that she's been out here, she's been spent more fire and more truth than you have in the whole time, that you've been writing. And so the thing with me is when I connected with Umar Johnson, apparently he had been on this mission for 8 years already. And this goes back to a video I said, like, people wanted to make me feel bad about believing in what he was presenting. Like, I support stuff I believe in, but I've been pulling back on that. But I believed what he was projecting, but I did learn what a narcissist was. I was at the end of my lessons of learning what a narcissist was. So yeah, I just kind of pulled back from him. So I never like look at myself and be like, oh damn, like I feel bad, because most of the times you've been riding with somebody who isn't who they are, is because they were using deception, right? But it was something in me that kind of pulled back, because it was just his language and how he talked about women. He be all like really anti black man messing with white women, but like deep inside of me, I feel like if he could, he would mess with white women. I just get the impression that now, from the time that I've learned and gleaned, I get the impression that he really doesn't like women. I feel like he hates women, or is something going on. And like he manipulates woman's nature. So I'm going to put this down for a moment. I got to run. I'm going to change my setting because it's too bright out here. So I'm going to put this down. You can look at the sky. Be patient with me. I'll be back. Thank you. Stand out here, sir. Just a couple more moments. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, it's so bright outside. But I can't remember where I left off, but like I don't feel bad for believing in somebody who presented something. But it goes back to what I said about the cult that I was in. Like, this cult was probably in play probably 30 years before I was born, and it was still in play because people were supporting fuck shit, and being delusional and being weird. And so yeah, I got caught up in that shit. So here's, and I feel the same about Umar. Like 8 years before I even came into his, whatever he was projecting, you know, But anyways, I mean, I don't worry about stuff like that too much because you have to give an account for your actions. And that's what I say about narcissists and different things is like they project something that's not true. They lure people in and then they're just not being honest. And so now, Umar, you know, your firstborn daughter, I'm not sure how old she is. She's come out and said that you're not the man that you're presenting yourself to be. And people are attacking her. And he's actually attacking her, which is so fucking weird. Like as I said, I don't think this guy really likes women, black women. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he has a hate and an animosity towards black women. Wherever that originated, that's between him and the universe to figure out. But it just goes back to what I'm saying. It's like, you know, if you're not being honest with yourself, if you're not being true to yourself, like you're presenting very toxic, and like the universe will humble you. It will humble you on everything, y'all. I put on lip gloss. I on everything. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too far into that, but I'm so proud of his beautiful ass daughter. I fuck with everything she's saying. She's so powerful. I hope she's blessed and whatever she decides to do, because she fucking deserves it. And like the Umar situation, like, you know, it looks like he's being dealt with, but he will always have delusional followers. So, you know, it is what it is. One thing that I did think about today is I can be active. Like, you know, I have things like I just have this relationship with my body, and it's like I love my body. I love it. It's amazing, and it's just a journey. Like I just, you know, your body is your physical connection here to this planet, and so I'm just active. I like to do things. I like to enjoy things. I like to enjoy life. I like to just experience the things that I like to experience. And so the other day I went for a walk in my neighborhood. I prefer to walk in nature, but I didn't go because we had some rain in our area. Like I knew the soil at all the parks would be too moist to, you know, for me to walk in. So I decided to walk around my neighborhood. I actually don't prefer to walk around the neighborhood because the sidewalks and different things and houses and people, you know, observing. But like, you know, I have to live. You have to live. You have to move. Granted, I have a car. My car needs some work, but I have a car. But like, I'm always going to walk because I just like movement and I like to breathe and I like to experience the air and nature and the sun and, you know, outside. So anyways, one of my son's friends had, like, my son ran into me, and that's probably why, but like I was quite a bit away from my house trying to get the steps in and get the like the hills and stuff I could get on the sidewalks, and my son pulled up and he was just like, oh, you know, he told me he was going fishing with a friend and stuff, and he was like, well, my friend called, he was like, I seen your mom walking, and he was like, I just want to let you know. And I was like, okay. So I've had this energy before, like, because I like to be active and get outside and work out. I'm consciously aware that other people are always observing everything that I do, but I have to live my life, right? And so it just disturbed me that this young person called my son, like, out of concern. That could be a good thing, but it's really like me exercising, me walking through the neighborhood. You're letting him know what? You know what I'm saying? And so I've noticed this in, I say ignorant minded people, because I'm connected with black people. This person who connected with my son was probably, I think he was biracial or multiracial or something. In another incident, like one of my neighbors, like I sing, like I like music. And sometimes when I'm moving around my house cleaning or doing whatever I'm doing, I may have the energy to, one of my kids are calling. One of my mental. Namaste, princess. How you doing? Look at your pretty hair. It looks like you have bantu knots.
I did have those.
But what happened?
You took them out.
Well, you can scoop them in a ponytail.
It's like it's just my hair. It's not, you know.
You need something else that Ask your dad if he can take you to your sister so you can get it scooped up in a ponytail.
Gabe is gonna pay to get my hair done tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you need to scoop it up in a ponytail today. Is that how you wore it to school today? Okay. Well, you're so beautiful. But look, I am recording a video. Can I call you back in about 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Love y'all. Bye. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I sing and I dance. And when I said I'm free in the one video, I'm free internally, right? Like I may have the restrictions of certain things around me, but I'm free internally, or and hopefully eternally. Um, and that's a process. I'm still working on it. But in doing that, like sometimes I'll sing, and where I live right now, like I don't have ventilation in my house, so like I have to open my windows, and maybe my neighbors may hear me singing, and one of my neighbors was like, I be hearing you sing, and I was like, and she really vibed with me. She was like, but I was thinking she crazy, and I'm like, cause I was singing. you know, and to think about this young man calling my son concerned because I was walking on a sunny day in the daytime, getting exercise. And another thing, one time when I was still legally married, well, legally married isn't the married, but legally married, we went out with this couple and they were both mixed. They were biracial. The woman was like Arabic and black, and the dude was white and black or Irish and black. I don't know what the fuck he was, but I guess they considered themselves hood because they grew up around black people or something. But anyways, like we went to this park with them as a couple with our kids, and this park, like, it has like it's nature, right? And it has deep steps and stuff. And when we got out here, like, because the guy, he's biracial, but he's been raised in he had hood energy. I don't know what the girl was doing. She was trying to be hood, but like when we got there, he was like, this for white people. And so it just made me think, like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I just move how I move, and inside of me, I know what feels good and I know what I like, right? And that's what I'm going to do. And I thank my ancestors for getting me to this day that I can do it, even though most of them are not here. Like, well, of course, ancestors aren't here, but like elders and stuff. But, that's necessary because I had to find myself and know who I was and what I liked without, the contamination of people who are, so corrupted and so broken or toxic that they can't heal themselves or they won't heal themselves. So, like I said, something happened around the 80s to where there's a generation of us that came in, generational curse breakers. We've always been here, generational curse breakers, but in the 80s, I think there was a big dispensation where it's like, yeah, this shit is about to branch off because this is right before we crossed over into the age of Aquarius. But to see that people, I just wonder how many people don't do the stuff that they really want to do because they're worried about what other people would think about them. I'm not even, at that time, I wasn't even thinking about what other people would think about me. I'm just moving in my energy and, trying to show the experience of who I am and expose people to other stuff. Crabs in a barrel. That just came to me. Crabs in a barrel. Wow, that's so wild. So people who don't know how to dream will try to hold you back from living your dreams. And they do that in a multitude of ways. So you figure out what ways that's happening in your life. What I'm going to tell you is standing alone is never a bad thing. Like, I mean, it has its moments, but all the moments are love. They're engrafted in love and they're good. And you know what I'm saying? Like, even when there's down times, like, you can nurture yourself from, depending on what kind of relationship you have with yourself, because I understand that there's some people who don't have a good relationship with themselves, so they may literally take the place of their abusers when their abusers aren't around. But I just wanted to mention that because that just bothered me. Like, just be yourself. Be yourself. The fuck is the problem? And if you don't want to be yourself, don't hate on people who are themselves. Don't try to make those people feel like they're wrong. The hell? But y'all can't do that anymore in the AOA, especially to the ones who are really tapped in, because, like, y'all not stopping us. You know, if you want to stay in the trenches, if you want to stay in your mental disorders and whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, and not get healing and help for yourself, like, it's like, I feel like the train is passing, the ship is passing, like, it's coming to a point, like, I mentioned this in another video, the wheat is being separated from the chaff. So if you're not doing the work, you're going to be, is this the left behind? Is this the rapture? Because people are always talking about certain things, but, like, they're thinking about it in a way it shouldn't be. Is this the rapture? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this where you're going to be left behind? So anyways, that's just a thought. I'm trying to develop it because, like, my the call came in and I have to use the bathroom, so I want to get all the rest of this out. Be yourself. And so in one of the last videos I made, I put that there's a song that's really special to me for my mom. It's a song that connects me with my mom, and it was Mary J. Work That. So I don't know, I think my Mary J. season is almost over, but Work That by Mary J. that embodies the energy that was on me, the energy that is on me, and the energy that was being telepathically communicated between me and my mother, even though we didn't have a relationship. And it's so crazy, y'all, because, like, I didn't have a mother for the 60 years she was here, but I have a mother now, and she's not physically here, but I have a mother now. So I don't need a mother from anyone else. I just want to meet people where I meet them. There was something else I wanted to say. So I can't think of it. My baby's calling me. I got a little distracted. Work that, be yourself. Yeah, Umar's exposed, whatever, you know. I'm so over fucking narcissist and all these fucking dysfunctional ass. Like, everybody has problems. It's about how you process it. And, like, people, like, I guess I'm at the point of narcissism where I'm just over it. Like, now they're just fucking annoying. Like, I have a book I want to make. Like, I guess this might be a branch off of what I want to call narcissists. Like, it's just annoying. Like, narcissists are just fucking annoying at this point. They're just, like, bad, shitty draw children who aren't loved and who aren't taken care of, who are just throwing tantrums and fucked up. They're not that fucking powerful. They're not. Once you get past the illusion. And the fun thing is, like, my sun sign is a Pisces, and people like to be like, oh, Pisces live in illusions. You live in illusions. Do y'all know that that's our power? Do we live in the illusion, or do we live in the ethers? And then we have people come bring us back down and ground us. But then, you know, once we balance that yin and yang shit, it's a wrap. Don't underestimate a Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun. My moon is fire. And, you know, the houses and the charts and all that stuff. I don't fully understand those things. But my kids knocked the other thoughts out my head. So maybe I'll have to come back and record another video for that. But I just wanted to record this video. I hope you're living your best life, and I hope you're happy. If you're not, find your path there. Look through my videos. I've been looking through my videos, and I'm like, damn, I'm pretty consistent. You know, the truth will always be the truth. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the truth. And I'm just speaking the truth that I've observed. I'm not saying I have all truth, you know, but what I understand and what I've seen, I try to give an honest observation about what I see. So the Umar shit, he's getting dealt with good. He's annoying. I hope his daughter will be good. Be yourself, whatever it is that you desire to do, no matter what race you are. And I know I'm potent. When you come to this channel, I might scare you off, but if I scare you off too badly, it's because you aren't supposed to be here. If I scare you off, it's because it's something inside of you. It's not something inside of me, because I can be very intimidating and I can be very powerful and I can be strong. But trust and believe that that power is being used very graciously and very lovingly. But what I want is I want people to be liberated. Like, oh, that's the other thing I want to talk about. I'm gonna try to post this in the link if I find it. Like this morning when I woke up, like I had a couple of things on my mind, but one of the shorts that came through was an Enigma Hub. I'm not probably not saying it right, but he's breaking down like Illuminati and all that stuff and Freemasonry and giving us what, if they're giving us stuff, it may not be, it's just like, oh, we no longer need this. We're on to the next thing. So we'll let you have this. But basically what he was saying is like, Christians think that the Freemasonry is the devil, but he was like, but King James, the author of your Bible, was a Freemason. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to see if I can find that short, and that's probably going to be the only one that I post down there, but I'm probably going to put Work That too, because that is me and my mom's theme song, for real, for reals. And for anybody looking at me and feeling some type of way about me, if you saw my mom, you'd be confused, because she was a beautiful chocolate woman. Towards the end, she looked terrible. And I felt some kind of way, because some family members took pictures of her with them and they had her off to the side looking real fucked up. But it's okay, because I'm coming through clutch. My mama is in me, and she's going to live through me, with me, right? But yeah, I'm gonna post that for all y'all religious ass motherfuckers who want to keep this shit going. But that's all I got. I gotta call my babies. Namaste, Ashe.